Evening folks, it's 16th of January still, it's 7 o'clock at night. Impossibilities too. This morning I talked about how impossible it was for little lumps of rock smaller than Manhattan Island, 4 billion miles away, to have such a profound effect upon us, but they do. Here's the next one. In 1989, yeah, I was out wandering the fields of southern England at 2-3 o'clock in the morning, as you do when you're my age, and myself and some friends came across some rather scared people who said there'd been some weird goings on in the field. So we went into the field and had a look, and there was a very electrical, almost sort of painful to the teeth, very fresh crop circle, and I thought, oh, what's this? So over the next 20 years I went in about over the next 15 years I went in over 150 crop circles. In 2005 my dissertation for my master's degree was on the sociology of the crop circle community, and I went out for 6 months in the field with the researchers and the hoaxers and the farmers, and I saw so many crop circles. I've been in over 250 crop circles in my life. You know, crop circles. You know, see those straight lines? Those are field tram lines in the fields. They're 20 meters apart, so something like that's about, I don't know, 300 foot wide. And there's various different symbols, you know, the Mayan stuff, that's common in crop circles. We have the biggest crop circle of all time, that's that's over 600 circles, over nearly half a mile wide, and that happened in the space of 20 minutes. You know, we get absolute beauty, we get geometric diagrams. I mean, that's been converted into now some type of magnetic motor in Switzerland, so we're getting blueprints. And then of course there's the really weird ones where you just think, what the hell's all that about, when all the corn and wheat around the edge is all plaited and interwoven. I've looked at the corn under electron microscopes and seen that the atomic structure, the molecular structure of the corn and wheat is actually very different in corn circles to the corn and wheat as it is 1 meter outside the crop circle. I know from personal observation, having been out hundreds of times, that crop circles happen in the space of about 7 seconds. I know that they're like 4-dimensional things passing through 3-dimensional space. If we passed through 2-dimensional space, the inhabitants of 2D land would see us as a set of slices, thin at the ankles and the head, getting bigger in the middle. And that's what I think crop circles are. The energy that produces them come from a kind of indigenous species to this planet, but outside of our perceptive and consciousness range. And the language they're sending is change your concepts of communication. And here's the blueprints. But then I asked myself, how can this be? How can this be? That in my role as an academic authority, I went to ask the Minister of Agriculture what the official government position is on crop circles, and he said to me personally that it's a result of either humans hoaxing or unusual wind patterns in the North Wiltshire area. Now, these are mathematically perfect. From crop circles I've learnt about 11, 17 and 19-fold geometry. There's a whole world out there, every summer in England and all around the world. They're all around the world. Impossible, this cannot happen. Yet it does. Every year, continually, for the last 25 years that I've been going in them. So little lumps of rock out there, and now someone's playing silly buggers in our fields. What on earth's going on? Impossible 3 tomorrow morning.